here. So first of all, get ROM Raider installed and running. Then get the definitions. This one here. Apply, which allows you to open. I'm going to be working with my Centra ROM here. And there we go. For the demonstration, I'm going to try modifying the fuel cut limits here. Let's say, so from 6200, I'm going to bringing it down to 5700. Same thing for the no load. I'll bring it down to 5400. Oops, 5400. Like this. So I changed two values here. I'm just going to save it as. I'm going to give it a different name. Modified. There we go. I'm going to close this up. Then for the next part, I need a few command line tools. So the first part, well, actually, before I fix the checksums, I can just look at the differences between the original ROM and the one I just saved. And it just says 2 bytes were changed. So the next step, so I need to specify the sum locations. So this is where the original checksums are stored. And this is the source file and the destination file fixed. There we go. I'll just run another comparison between the stock firmware and the final fixed version. So there we go. You can see the 2 extra bytes are the fixed checksums. So this is pre-reflash. I'm just gonna let this warm up and then I'll just rev this up a bit. Alright. Now we're rolling. So I'm in the car, I'm hooked up. Obviously the engine cannot be running, but the key has to be the on position. Also, I recommend having a charger, the battery on a charger. So what I do first is figure out what port the thing is hooked up to, then set the port accordingly. And the rest of the options are already correct normally, so connect. So the first thing Nisprog does is connect, get the ECU ID, confirm that I'm running on the right car, and then it has to guess which security key to use. Next step is to run the kernel. So it takes about 10 seconds to transfer. There we go. So now the ECU is running from the kernel. It means a fast dump is available. So one thing you can do is dump mem, let's say test, and from 0, I'm not going to do a full ROM because I've done it before. So I'll just run let's say 10k, a bit more than this, 50 kilobytes. And it's a bit slow because I forgot one option, I think. FLVerif, what this does is just compare the given file with the ECU's contents without doing the whole dump. So, oops, forgot to set the device type, set to F0. So instead of dumping the whole ROM, it just does a quick checksum on each of the blocks, and there we go. So it says different blocks, there's only one, 6. So FLROM is to reflash. Same file name, 92a fixed.bin. So FLROM goes over the same process of comparing the file with the ECU contents. Then a couple of choices. P will do a practice run, which I'm going to do right now. So it says erasing, but it's not erasing the block. I really recommend doing this when you're first setting up because it can pick up problems if you have like a flaky USB cable or whatever, or timing issues or anything that can make the flash process fail. So that went well, so I'm going to go ahead with the actual reflash. So same thing, this time I'm going to choose yes. So now it's erasing for real. And this is the point where you should not turn the key, you should not unplug the USB cable, you have to sit tight and wait for it to finish. This is critical. So the reflash is done, no errors, which is pretty cool. I can stop kernel. Stop kernel is the thing that restarts the ECU. So I'll just disconnect here and yeah, give it a try. So let's see if I can climb this up to 6,000. And there we go.